In a world where success is often measured by the size of one's paycheck, I found myself trapped in a cycle of chasing wealth and status, no matter the cost to my well-being. I had a high-paying job, a luxurious car, and a beautiful home, but beneath the surface, I was empty and unfulfilled. The long hours, the endless stress, and the constant pressure to perform had taken a toll on my mental and physical health. I felt like a cog in a machine, a replaceable part in a system that didn't care about my happiness or my soul. As I looked around, I saw that I wasn't alone in this struggle. My colleagues, my friends, and even my family members were all trapped in their own versions of this never-ending cycle. We were all running on the hamster wheel, getting nowhere fast, and wondering why we couldn't find the peace and fulfillment we so desperately craved. I knew I had to make a change, but the fear of the unknown held me back. What would happen if I left my job and couldn't find another one? What would people think of me? Would I be able to pay my bills and provide for my loved ones? But the voice inside my head grew louder, urging me to take the leap of faith. It reminded me that life was short, and that I deserved to be happy. It whispered that there was more to life than just making money and accumulating possessions. So, after months of contemplation, I finally made the decision to quit my job and embark on a journey to find peace and purpose. I sold my car, my home, and most of my belongings, and used the money to travel to different parts of the world, to learn new skills, and to meet new people. At first, the freedom was exhilarating. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and I could finally breathe again. I spent my days exploring new cities, trying new foods, and learning new languages. I met fellow travelers, artists, and musicians who inspired me with their passion and creativity. I felt like I was finally living, like I was finally alive. But as the months went by, the reality of my situation began to set in. My savings were dwindling, and I had no clear plan for the future. I had no income, no stability, and no security. I began to doubt my decision, wondering if I had made a huge mistake. I applied for jobs, but no one wanted to hire someone who had been out of the workforce for so long. I tried to start my own business, but it failed miserably. I felt like I was losing myself, like I was disappearing into the void. I had no identity, no purpose, and no direction. I was just a lost soul, wandering aimlessly in the wilderness. And then, the worst happened. I lost everything. My money ran out, my health began to decline, and my relationships began to fray. I was left with nothing but the clothes on my back and the thoughts in my head. It was a dark time, a time of great despair and desperation. I felt like I had hit rock bottom, like I had nowhere else to go but up. But even in the midst of all that darkness, there was a glimmer of hope. I realized that I had been given a rare gift, the gift of perspective. I had been given the chance to see the world from a different angle, to experience life in all its beauty and ugliness. I had been given the opportunity to rediscover myself, to find out who I was, and what I wanted to do with my life. As I looked back on my journey, I realized that I had been living someone else's dream, not my own. I had been chasing the wrong goals, and pursuing the wrong passions. I had been trying to fit into a mold that wasn't made for me, trying to please people who didn't matter. But now, I had the chance to start anew, to create my own path, and to follow my own heart. It wasn't going to be easy, but I was ready for the challenge. I was ready to face my fears, to overcome my doubts, and to pursue my dreams. I know that my story is not unique, that many of you have been through similar struggles and challenges. You may be feeling lost, alone, and uncertain about your future. You may be wondering if you have the courage to take the leap of faith, to pursue your passions, and to follow your heart. But I want you to know that you are not alone, that there is hope, and that there is a way forward. You have the power to create the life you want, to chase your dreams, and to find your purpose. So, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling trapped, and if you're feeling like you're not living the life you want, I want to encourage you to take a step back, to reevaluate your priorities, and to listen to your heart. What is it that you truly want to do with your life? What is it that brings you joy, and fulfillment, and purpose? What is it that makes you come alive? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself, And these are the questions that you need to answer. As I close my story, I want to leave you with a message of hope and a message of encouragement. You have the power to create the life you want, to pursue your passions, and to follow your heart. You have the power to take control of your destiny, to make your own decisions, and to forge your own path. So, don't be afraid to take the leap of faith, to chase your dreams, and to pursue your goals. Don't be afraid to fail, to make mistakes, and to learn from your errors. Because in the end, it's not about the money, it's not about the status, and it's not about the possessions. It's about the journey, it's about the growth, and it's about the love. If you've been inspired by my story, if you've been touched by my journey, and if you've been encouraged by my message, then please like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your own story, share your own struggles, and share your own triumphs. Let's connect, let's support each other, and let's lift each other up. Because together, we can create a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate, who are driven, and who are dedicated to living their best lives. So, let's do this, let's make it happen, and let's create the life we want, the life we deserve, and the life we've always dreamed of.